there, my spooky, scary skeletons. It's Chloe in real life, and welcome back to another episode of my Halloween Spooktacular. Today, I am going to see a movie that hits a little close to home. I'm going to see Hellfest. This movie is about a masked serial killer who uses a haunted theme park horror attraction to terrorize a group of teenagers when everyone else thinks that it's all fake and all a part of the show. Let's watch!
Please help me. You can just do it.
So I just got back from Hellfest, and I have to say that overall I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun movie. Compared to some Academy Award-winning Best Picture films, it wasn't the best movie, but it was a really fun movie. I noticed that with horror movies, it's kind of in like two categories. You got like the psychological thrillers where you leave and you are still scared for like a good week after. And then there's the more fun side of scary movies where you can leave the theater and it's not the stay with you kind of scary, but in the moment it's intense and you're in your seat and you're yelling at the screen of, no, don't go in there! And I felt like that was this type of movie. I felt like it was very fun. It's a fun movie to go see with a group of friends and then even go to a haunted attraction after. That would be fun. I think I might go do that. So this movie is rated R for mainly language and some gore. I noticed with the gore, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Don't get me wrong, it has its gory moments. There's about two like extremely gory scenes, but it wasn't really drawn out and overdone that I feel like some of the gore moments in movies can be. It was, and this is going to sound really bad, but it was tasteful gore to where it wasn't too much, but you still saw what happened. And honestly, I feel like that's how gore should be, to where if you see it for too long, it just becomes fake and gross. But this was like, oh my gosh, that just happened, and it kind of was shocking. And I really liked that. This is kind of a throwback to like those 80s slasher movies like Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I noticed that they kind of followed the formula, I would say, for that, where it's like cheesy and campy in the beginning, and as the events of the night continue, it becomes a little bit more serious and scary and intense.
Nat? Oh my god, you're here? What?
It's Halloween. I got us VIP passes to Hellfest.
What is that?
It's a traveling horror night. Has horror mazes in it. You will totally lose it in there.
It's gonna be fun, right?
A couple of years ago, some girl got totally gutted.
Killer left her body in the park for 3 days. They thought she was a freaking prop.
So the next thing I want to talk about is the sets. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is where the movie really did the best. I went into this film with a very critical eye and very low expectations for the, I don't want to say realism, but I've been to a lot of haunts and I know what they look like, and I thought that this was either going to be something totally cheesy like you would find with your neighbor's Halloween decorations, or something totally extravagant that is so obviously a movie set that you would never ever see at a normal haunt. And I was honestly really surprised because it looked exactly like something that could be real, like something you could go into as a normal person. And it looked fantastic. Honestly, I felt like everything wasn't too extravagant. They had some more impressive parts of different attractions, but I feel like it could be done, and it could be done in a realistic way. I thought it was really well done, because there were certain things that, as someone that goes to haunts very frequently, I picked up on and I knew, and I liked that. You could really tell that the people who were going to design these sets went to places like Scary Farm and Horror Nights and Dark Harbor, and I thought that that was really nice, because they had examples, like they had monsters running throughout the park, and they had scare zones, and they talked about these different things, like they talked about the different mazes and the different scare zones and the different scare actors. There was even one scare zone at Hellfest where they could touch you, but you had to sign a waiver. And I thought that the attention to detail with creating their park was really, really nice. They even had sliders in it, and I got so excited because I love sliders. And I thought that the attention to detail into making it a realistic environment was really well done.
This really isn't funny, dude. Help me! Help me!
You came here to be scared, right? I can't arrest people for doing their job. Welcome to Hellfest.
Next, I want to talk about the pacing. I thought that the pacing was really good. I liked that it was kind of started out very cheesy and campy until you got to the first kind of scary part. And then I noticed the tension started to build, and then it kind of just remained at extreme tension until the ending of the movie. And I thought that that was really good, because there was never a part where you were like, oh, it's fine, I'm just going to sit back and relax. No, you were on the edge of your seat for 90% of the movie. And I also really liked the ending. They left it open to where there could be a sequel, and I liked that. I liked the direction that they took in the ending, because it wasn't what you usually see in horror movies. And I like that they left the door open for another film, because I would be really interested in this. So overall, I have to say that Hellfest was really good. I thought that the director, Gregory Plotkin, did a really fantastic job. I liked the attention to detail in the environment. I thought the characters were really good for a slasher movie. They were kind of the classic dumb teenagers that you see in horror movies that you just want to yell at the screen of, don't go in there. That's where the killer is. You're just gonna die. And I thought that they really did that well with the frustrating aspect of the characters not knowing what's gonna happen. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a spooky video just like this one. Be sure to go see Hellfest in theaters. I would definitely recommend doing that with a group of friends, and then after, you could go to a haunted attraction. But I would keep an eye out if the effects look a little too real. If they do, I would get out of there. I hope to see you all next time. Don't forget to stay spooky.